Welcome guys to another episode of FIFA Predictions. This is Leicester City versus Manchester United, top versus second in the Premier League. The new boys on the block, Leicester City, have a guy by the name of Jamie Vardy who has been scoring 10 goals in 10 matches, which is equaling the record set by Ruud van Nistelrooy, who famously played for Manchester United all those years ago, which would be very ironic if he scored today because he would be scoring against the Dutchman's former club in Manchester United. Last season it was a very good fixture. It was 5-3 to Leicester. Leicester City's starting 11, obviously Vardy is starting for them. Ulloa is next to him. Mahrez is playing on the left for Leicester and Kasper Schmeichel is in goal for them. And in the Manchester United starting 11, De Gea starts in goal for them. Martial is playing up top for them. Rooney is playing just behind him. Depay is on the left. Mata is on the right instead of Lindegaard. Let the game begin. Mata plays it through into Rooney. Nice ball. Crosses it in. Martial! Oh, he scuffed his shot. It was a nice bit of play by Manchester United. Mata feeding Rooney and then Rooney crossing it in into Martial, who unfortunately scuffed his shot. Kante couldn't find a way through. Damian clears his lines and Martial is up the other end and he's got Robert Huth for company. Can he get round him? He does, but then he gets taken down by Robert Huth. I think there was a defender in the middle of the penalty box which will probably save him getting a red card. But what a nice bit of skill by Martial to get around him and cause a lot of havoc for the Leicester City defender, who's now got a yellow card to his name early on in the match. Free kick for Manchester United. Rooney crosses it in and it's headed out. Albrighton couldn't get it out. Damian into Martial! And that was a very poor attempt. Anthony Martial plays it outside the pie. Finds Anthony Martial again. Martial gets around his defender. Martial! Oh, what a great save by Kasper Schmeichel. A really strong right hand to the ball, preventing it from going into the top corner of the goal. Great play by Martial once more. Rooney to take the throw in. Long throw into Damian. Plays into Mata and gets it back from Mata. Damian on the ball still. And that is the end of the first half. A very one-sided half because Manchester United have had all the chances instead of Leicester City. Jamie Vardy has been very ineffective. So has Wayne Rooney, although it remains 0-0 at the King Power Stadium. And the stats at the end of the first half are that Leicester City have had absolutely no shots whatsoever and they've had only 37% possession of the ball, and Manchester United have had 4 shots in total, none of those being on target, and 63% possession. Let's get into the second half. And Leicester are making a very controversial change. Jamie Vardy is actually coming off and Okazaki is going to be replacing him. That record has gone from his fingertips. Rooney looking for a ball outside, gets it into Mata. Mata crosses it in. Martial! Oh, he couldn't quite get the connection he wanted, but a nice bit of play early on. Drinkwater crosses it over into Fuchs. Fuchs into Albrighton. Not being challenged, crosses it in. Ulloa! Oh, what a goal! What a header by Ulloa, of all people at Leicester City. He's not had the greatest off-season so far, but he's come alongside Jamie Vardy and now alongside Okazaki, and look at the header by him. Lovely cross in by Albrighton, who was not pressurised whatsoever, but Ulloa applies the fantastic finish that he can do, and that is 1-0 to Leicester City in this match. And a substitution for Leicester City. Drinkwater is going to be replaced by Gorkan Inler. Albrighton is on the ball now, gets past his defender very easily. Albrighton saved by De Gea, couldn't quite grab the ball, it almost goes in, and De Gea just about prevents Manchester United going 2-0 down. Fuchs on the ball now, plays it into Okazaki. Okazaki with a chance! Oh, it's just gone past the post. Very good play by Leicester City, and Okazaki almost putting Leicester City 2-0 up. And a change for Manchester United. Martial has wasted a numerous amount of chances for them, so Wilson is going to be replacing him. Depay plays it outside into Wilson. Wilson tries to chip it in, doesn't get anything off. Wilson back on it, Mata, Wilson! And Wilson has messed up his shot. This was the one reason why he came onto the field, was to finish those chances for Manchester United, and now it's going to be a substitution for them. They're going for the Fellaini tactic in the dying seconds of the match. Fellaini is coming on for Schweinsteiger. Let's see what he can do for them. Fellaini. Memphis Depay plays it outside into Rojo. Fellaini couldn't quite get anything off. Schneiderlin chips it in, and Mata for some reason tries to head it in to the goal, but Schmeichel is equal to it. Schmeichel kicks it out. It's gone out of play, but that is the end of the match. It is a 1-0 win for Leicester City. Who would have thought it? What a fantastic game for them to get the win, having had pretty much no chances up until the goal that they scored. They turn around the match. They had a few more chances. They could have gone up 2-0 within the space of about 10 minutes, and Ojoa has scored the goal. What a fantastic bit of play by him. The header was fantastic. Albrighton crossing the ball for him, and it's 1-0 to Leicester City at the end of the match. And in terms of the stats, Leicester City obviously had that 1 goal, 3 shots, 2 of those were on target and 50% possession. Manchester United had 6 shots in total and only 1 was on target and 50% possession, which shows how bad their shooting was in terms of the accuracy today. And in terms of the player ratings for Leicester City, Kasper Schmeichel got man of the match for them, having saved numerous amounts of chances from Manchester United, so no doubt he should get man of the match for them. Fuchs had a particularly good game at left back for them, and Vardy only getting a 6.2 rating. It was a bit unfair that he got substituted at half time, considering he was still going for that record of 11 goals in 11 games for the Premier League record. And Manchester United didn't have a particularly good game. Their best player was Schneiderlin and Darmian, who both got a 6.6 rating. Wilson failed to make any impact on the game with a 5.9. Smalling and Blind were absolutely awful for them at the back. And Martial, no surprise why he came off. He had a 5.6. He was playing absolutely terribly, and Manchester United need to pick themselves up for the next game in the Premier League. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of FIFA Predictions. I've been Harry Green. I'll see you guys next time. Adios.